Roger once again, Mud Fossil University, today talking about Nibiru, which is heavy in the news now because there's something to this. Sitchin did all of the research on this long ago, translated the clay tablets. And this particular site here is called Ancient Astronaut Archive, and they have the Nibiru Truth 1, 2, and I don't know how many it goes up to. But the other thing they have is these Enki texts, which here are absolutely phenomenal. This is tablet 12. I'm still coming up through them, but it will absolutely blow your mind. And it is literally our religious history in the Abrahamic religions, which is virtually all the religions, you know, I mean, other than Buddha and all that business, but that's all part of that too. So what I'm getting at is, what I want to show you here is that there is a relationship to this in reality. This is not just some children's book that they wrote long ago on clay tablets. All right, when I say there's something to this, it's not just Sitchin that has translated this. There's many scholars now, and in addition to that, Mauro Baglino is a translator that worked for the Vatican in the archives at their Vatican seats, in their chairs that all of these priests and things are, you know, at the Vatican sit at in the archives to do their research. He sat in there and he figured out all of these texts from ancient specific types of Hebrew that he seems to be quite accomplished at. So he was the authoritative translator. And I think he said something like 7 books for the Vatican, not just for anybody, but for published through the Vatican Publishing House. Now they have him try to translate this. I don't know the name of it, but I think it's called Messianic Hebrew text or something like that. Very old Hebrew text. He said they're exactly identical to what Sitchin said. Same thing. Enlil, Enki, the fighting, Nibiru, the whole 9 yards. So this is real, and it's time to take this into serious account, because he says that Enki, well, you're going to have to go into this. You're going to have to look into this, because it is deep. And it's going to offend some people, and it's going to make some people real happy. But the bottom line is, to me, it does not affect my faith in God or Jesus Christ or Allah or Muhammad or any of those religious people that I have great reverence for. So it does shed a lot of light on the beginning times, which nobody understands. Even the Sumerians were a little, but it's all the chaos, it's the dividing of the waters, it's all explained, all explained, all explained. So, but you got to open your mind, and then you got to understand that there was literally, if this is true, and I think it is, there was literally 2 gods, and it is a bureaucratic system. And when you get into Pistis Sophia and make the relationships between Pistis Sophia texts, which is Jesus talking to his disciples and to his mother Mary and to Mary Magdalene and the whole 9 yards, talk to all of them, and you know his inner circle there, and he said, I will come and I will tell you every single thing you want to know, not one word will I leave out. I will. And 11 years he talked to them, and they asked him questions that were piercing and very, very, you know, amazing. Absolutely amazing what Jesus said. Absolutely amazing. And you don't just get into heaven for free, my friends. Absolutely not. He says a person that has never sinned one sin in their life, it will not get into heaven unless they understand these mysteries. That's what we're looking into now, Jody and I. So it's not silly, and it's starting with Nibiru. And it's the beginning of our history. And, you know, I've shown the dragon over and over and over. I've shown all this stuff. So it's just not silly whatsoever. So in these lost tablets of Enki, it says that the planets were literally the gods, and they were literally the Nibiru is literally a god. Now, I'm going to show you something that has maybe some validity here. You see that? These stone balls are all over the earth. You see that? Little seam in them. They have that seam, and then they have a strap coming in them that holds them, and has both of the blood supplies coming in. I'll show you that right now. All right, here's a little anatomical, biological, you know, anatomy. It's tendons and ligaments, and even in your skin and your across your stomach and your muscles and everything. And on every part of your skin now, they realize these balls and these flexible straps hold your skin like this, and then they can all stretch and come back. Now, and the same thing on your tendons. They hold your tendons. You pull your muscle against it. They're anchors. Now, they're hard stone balls. The flexible straps go bad, just as I showed you. By the way, this is on my Mud Fossil University channel. It's Saturn's moon, Lapidus, is biological, and it is. So here we go. We're going to continue on. The first part I showed you was way back here with this tendon ball, okay? Now we're going to come out to here where this is the tendon ball in an actual creature. You see that? And that's microscopic. That's the ball right there, and that's the tendon. Now, if you come out here a little further, we're going to find that that is what they can look like on the face of the planet. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the ball. That's where it eroded, and that's where that seam would have been, because that's the implantation. That is the strap. Now, I showed you that just a second ago, so there's no reason you can't see it. These are the straps. Those are the balls. They implant in here, and that one's ripped out. Not a good thing for that guy. These straps all erode away because they're the flexible breaky part. That is not. These are the giant stone balls found all over the world. So you saw that one. Okay, and this is how they work here. See, that's one of the stone balls. That's straight. It's eroded at the top. They have two places going in, a red and a black. That's your vein and artery. Now, let me show you this, my good friends. This, just to show you, that's how they break off. When they break off and they just find the balls. This right here is Iapetus. That is the red and the black, red and you know, the vein and artery that attaches, and that's the seam around it. That is Saturn's moon. There it is right there. Saturn's moon. That's biological. Exact same thing. Biological on Saturn's moon. So that's how it is. That's how it works. And I have nothing I can say about it. That's the way life is. And those are the two things that I showed you just a second ago, where the blood goes in. The same as this right here. Alright? Things are a lot different than they told you in school.